What up, YouTube? You already know. Big Lou tapping back in with what it do with Big Lou on this Monday morning, December, what is it, December the 12th. It's very sunny today. And this, if this is the first time you're coming to the channel, be sure and be highly appreciated if you would sub, like, and share the channel with your family, friends, folks, peoples, gente, comrades, associates, camaradas, associos, buddies, pals, amigos, amicos, panas, and feel free to comment, and I respond back to all the comments. You guys already know I highly appreciate everybody, all my subscribers, all my peoples, and this little video is gonna be about so. And I apologize too, peoples. I took a few days breaks. I think I'm not sure how many days, but it's been 3 or 4 days since I came on. I dropped a couple shorts here and there, but no videos. But this is about UFC 282. Originally, the main event was the former lightweight heavyweight champion, not the lightweight, excuse me, light heavyweight champion. Um, I can't even pronounce his name. I'm not even going to try, but he ended up having a pretty bad injury, and he went ahead and relinquished the title because he didn't want to keep anybody else. And that was very sportsmanlike of him to go ahead and relinquish the title and let somebody else attempt to win that title since he's going to be out of commission for so long. But he was supposed to fight Glover Teixeira, and Glover Teixeira asked, then the replacement was going to be Magomed Ankalaev, and he asked if he can have 2 weeks to prepare for him, which I don't see what was wrong with that. The only thing was that UFC 282 was already already had a date and all that. That's the only problem. So obviously they weren't going to coincide. He's asking for 2 or 3 extra weeks. I don't think there was nothing wrong with that. Some guys say, oh, he's an older dude. He had been fight camp already to fight Yuri, I think his name is Yuri or Erie or something like that. I forgot how to say his name. So anyways, the belt ended up being a matchup of John Blachowicz against Magomed Ankalaev for the vacant belt. Whoever won was going to be crowned the new UFC light heavyweight champ. Unfortunately, it was a draw. You know what I'm saying? It was a draw, and at first, my first thoughts was, damn, that's going to push it even further back for Glover Teixeira because most likely they're probably running back or something else. You know what I mean? But I'll get to that in a minute. And then the co-main event was Patty the Baddie Pimblett against Jared Gordon, right? Coming into that bout, Patty was 19-3, and Jared Gordon was 19-5. And it was it was only a 3-round fight, right? And he got the decision. Patty Pimblett. A lot of people said it was a terrible score. The judges screwed up bad. You had Henry Cejudo saying that prior to that fight, he thought the worst decision was O'Malley's decision win in his last fight, and Cejudo said that this one by far is the worst. Patty didn't really get it. He said that he knew he was winning in the first 2 rounds, so the third round he coasted through because he didn't want to find himself in no jacked up situation. And so you heard a little bit going back and forth. Also, the other fight was Santiago Ponzinibbio. I know I screwed that up. He beat Alex Morano, TKO, third round, 229. Also on this fight card, man, Darren Till, who I like Darren Till, talks a lot of shit though, but he he lost, and he's on a 3-fight skid. He lost a submission third round, 243 of the third round against Dricus Du Pelias, South African dude. Um, so Darren Till's on like a three losing streak skid right now. He's only 29 years old, man. So he feels down right now, which is understandable. He's training hard. He's been fighting. Training with a guy like Kamsat Chimaev. You figured he would picked up some, skill wise. But the thing, I think this is the problem, is he's fighting at middleweight, which is 185. Previously, he was a welterweight, 170 in UFC, MMA. Welterweight's 170. Boxing is 147. Middleweight is 185 in MMA, UFC, but boxing is 160. So there's a little big difference there, 20 pounds, 25 pounds. So I think, and he was a welterweight. He lost to Masvidal, knocked him out. He contended for the belt before. I think he fought Tyrone Woodley. Uh, I don't think he's a middleweight. I think he's a welterweight, and then he's had some issues making the welterweight, weighing in correctly at 170 a couple of times. He came in overweight, but I don't think. I think at middleweight he's just going to keep getting whooped on like he's been getting whooped on. It's nothing against him as a fighter, but that 15 pounds, I believe, is just making too much of a difference for him in his career. Like I said, I like Darren Till, um, and it is what it is. But there was a couple fights that were canceled. Santiago, like I said, Ponzinibbio was supposed to fight Robbie Lawler, but that was canceled. And then the main event was, like I said, Yuri was pro Prochazka was supposed to fight Glover. Now it's going to be, I think, in Brazil. I think it's UFC 284 or 285 in Rio de Janeiro. It's going to be for the vacant light heavyweight title. Glover Teixeira, who is of Brazilian descent, is going to be fighting Jamal Hill for the vacant belt. Jamal Hill, I believe, is 11-1, and Teixeira is 33-8. But also, he's a 43-year-old veteran, a straight veteran. So we'll see what happens with him and what he can muster up in his fight camp, and see if he can regain that light heavyweight title, UFC light heavyweight title. If he does, and him and his boy Alex Pereira will be the light heavyweight and the middleweight champs of the UFC. Two Brazilians. Um, so yeah. So that being said, I got a couple more videos I'm gonna hit back to back here. A couple more things. One more on UFC, Patty the Batty, and Ariel Hawani. A little back and forth bull crap. And yeah. So with that being said, Big Luke tapping on out.